All right. Well, all right. I forgot to put my headphones on. No surprise there. All right.
Wait, are we allowed to swear? I forgot to ask.
Well, welcome everyone to the live stream for the BAND-MAID Acoustic Show. I'm really excited that we have all these people together and we're going to talk about it. Thank you all for being here. So, why don't we start?
Hello.
Yeah, let's start from the top of the screen here. On the far left, we got Ryan Mear.
What's up, everybody? Good to be
Far
here.
left. Man, my order is not looking like yours.
No.
Yeah, oh, no. I'm talking about the actual live stream video.
Oh, what? Okay. Oh, it looks different than what I'm seeing.
Really?
Yeah, it does here as well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you might need to share your screen, or we need to go on YouTube and maybe I can.
Yeah.
Gone off the rails.
Yeah, let me go.
Yeah, maybe just want more.
Are you guys all looking at Zoom right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at Zoom.
Oh. Well, then ignore my comments about the the screen location.
The far left.
I just pulled it up.
It's probably different for all of us. Anyway, Ryan Mear, welcome. A Metalhead's Perspective is with us. He's next to Ryan Mear on my screen.
What everybody else is seeing, that's fine.
Old Mr. B, welcome. And of course, Alan from Dicodec on the bottom there.
I'm at the top over here. I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to say a special thank you to Ohrenje for making this whole thing happen. He pretty much started this whole thing, arranging it, and even came up with a little outline for us to follow. So
Yeah.
Welcome, Ohrenje.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
Alan from Dicodec on the bottom.
So I'm just trying to.
Oh, did you just pull up the video? All right. Yeah, this is my first time hosting so many people at once. So hopefully my computer can handle it.
They said mine's echoing.
Yeah, we can you to time.
Was I echoing earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys didn't tell me.
No.
I
because
see
you-
Vladimir.
Yeah. Oh.
Hold on.
Vladimir's here on the chat.
Oh, man, there's too much stuff for me to look at.
Just blame me for it. It's fine.
Same, Ryan.
Yeah, it's wasteful.
Can you guys hear me? Am I still echoing?
No.
That sounds
So-
good.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
All right. I didn't know I was echoing. My bad.
No worries. Cool. Oh, Vladimir Chupin's here. Well, holy crap. I guess there's a lot of people here. I would say hi,
They're
but it
all
would
here.
take like 45 minutes.
Oh, Gary Holloway's here.
Gary Holloway.
Yeah, hello to everybody.
All right.
Everyone.
So, Orange kind
Oh
of
well,
put
for,
together a
for,
little
for
outline.
Gary will recognise this then.
Very nice. Is that his work?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Well, do you want to just go straight to the outline for Orange?
I don't know what to look at.
We doing, guys?
I think I sent the outline to everyone.
Mine's on my phone, but my phone's my camera, so I won't be looking.
Oh, that's all right. Well, I have it here, so I can go from topic to topic. Unless you want to host Orange.
I think you're a better host than me. And this is your show. This is your YouTube channel. So.
That's a wonderful accent.
Yes. Thank you very much. I can speak very well English while I speak French in the same time. And you can say many bad things in English, Ryan, as usual. I see what you're
You gotta be
writing
good at something.
in my Discord. Yeah.
All right.
I'm excited to hear all of your thoughts on this BAND-MAID acoustic live stream.
Is that what we're talking about?
What's
I hope so.
BAND-MAID?
Oh, I was wondering why I was here.
Oh, we're happy to have you, especially Levi, Old Mr. B, and Alan. They were all super last minute additions, like because, you know how organized I am. So, but thank you all for being able to be here so last minute. I appreciate it, and really excited about this.
Thanks for hosting it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, so the first topic. Oh crap! I already
Presentation.
screwed things up.
No, we're not the first topic. Is it going to be about
You
a
know that
crap?
your camera's blocking your face, right?
Oh, that's just on Zoom. I had to use a different camera for Zoom than for
Yeah.
OBS.
Yeah, it's okay on the.
All you have to do is use Virtual Studio, and then it'll set your camera to your OBS, and then you don't have to use two cameras. By the way, for next time.
What's Virtual Studio?
Anyways, BAND-MAID.
Hey,
BAND-MAID.
All right. First
We'll
topic
have a
of
lesson.
discussion: presentations. And I'm gonna be honest. I need an explanation from Orange what this means.
I think you already did that by introducing everyone. It's like
Oh.
the introduction.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that was
Very
us.
cool. Sweet.
Yeah,
well,
that's you guys.
check one off the list.
My ADD is very distracted by this wire. I need to stop looking at the screen.
All right. Well, let's go into expectations then.
All
And
right.
let's start in the same order I introduced you. Let's start with Ryan, if you're cool with that.
Yeah, that's
Well-
fine.
What were your expectations?
So when I first heard they were going to do it, I was excited immediately. I've seen what they've done with their songs before and turned with Puzzle, took something, as I've said before, they took something really heavy and complex and stripped it down into a beautiful, just like heartbreaking song. And I was hoping for Daydreaming, but I'm glad it would have like resulted in me just being a crumbled mass if they did it. So I'm kind of glad they didn't do that acoustic. But I was expecting great things, and they just went ahead and surpassed every expectation I had.
Nice. All right. Levi, from a metalhead's perspective, what about you?
What did I expect? I think I wasn't expecting that. There was a few songs on there that caught me off guard. Some stripped down versions of some songs. I was pretty blown away by that. I had heard a lot of their acoustic stuff before, so I kind of went into it knowing what to expect. But I mean, no God.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. I was not expecting that song in there.
I think everyone knows exactly what you are thinking. Enough said. All right. Old Mr. B, what about you?
Oh, me. Well, it surpassed everything I expected from it. It really did. I mean, well, it just went way beyond, and the way they broke it all down, and the way they're all singing, backing and everything else, and then there was splitting down to singing. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. The thing just blew me away. And like Ryan says, am I glad they didn't do Daydreaming? I would have crumbled. I would have died.
Huddled
That's
mass.
But it was absolutely fantastic. The whole thing. I couldn't fault any part of it. You know, it's beyond me what I thought. And yeah, I've seen them doing, if you like, acoustic sets before, but wow, this was just like, here we go. And you know, I say it was jaw dropping, but it's too old to drop that far these days. But yeah,
there were a lot of surprises in there.
Yeah.
But speaking of crying, I mean, opening with Smile was already like, to think of, you know, the past 2 years and the perspective of that song. But I don't want to get into spoilers too much yet. Let's go down to Alan. What about you?
All right, so if you guys saw my reaction to the concert with Eric after the live stream, I'm sorry that my opinion has changed since then. No, it hasn't really. Different. It was definitely different, and it was one of my favorites. Same thing with Noah.
Yeah.
I was super fucking impressed with how they just made it sound like another song again, like all over again. And my biggest thing, I think, and people might get pissed at me for this, but Psyche, I think her vocals sound so good in an acoustic setting compared to in a whole electric band setting, in my opinion. That's what that whole show really showed me. It was like, holy crap, this sounds almost better than some of the stuff that's just like as a full band with the electric guitar.
It definitely left. There was less competition for her voice. So yeah, it was able to shine. It was amazing.
You could hear how thick her voice was compared to everybody else singing. I know that's not their main thing, of course, but right. Miku's a great singer, but you can see why Psyche's the lead singer, or why they had her the lead singer. Miku, of course, is really good in her own right and fits certain genres of music, but Psyche really showed why she's the lead vocalist of the band, period.
Yeah.
And that was my biggest takeaway of that whole entire thing. And the fact that the sound engineering on that was fucking phenomenal.
Amazing.
It was
amazing.
Yeah.
It was so good. Like, even the other acoustic stuff was good, but that was like, what? Like, it was so good. I was really impressed. I had chills just hearing how they were, even to the panning effects and the way that they used the reverbs on the voices, the guitars, the way that they mixed it. It wasn't too much. It was just perfect. And you could tell that room played a big part of the atmosphere and the feel, because Eric and I were talking about when you're in an open space like that, you feel good because you could tell all the girls are feeling good while they're playing. And you have this open room, windows like that. It's amazing playing like that. If you guys ever play guitar outside,
natural light,
stuff like that, you just feel good. There's a reason why I like to play with all my windows open and stuff like that. It's just a good feeling. So I think it just set it up for just this amazing, phenomenal performance where everybody was just feeling at their top, excellent, and just ready to go.
Yeah,
I agree. I think you made a comment about MTV Unplugged, and that's exactly what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think the band themselves would agree with you too about
Unplugged, because the mix was so amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely that mix for sure.
It's just that mixing really was phenomenal. I want to know who sound engineered that, because that's the unsung.
It was me.
It was Ryan. Yeah.
Of that, seriously, that's the unsung hero of that concert. Really, whoever did the mixing and the sound to that concert needs like a pat on the back, a raise, or something. Because
a lot of people say that.
That shows how it should be done, how well it can be done.
Exactly.
How it should be. Yeah.
That was album recording quality, and that was done intentionally, because there will be an acoustic CD. There's no doubt in my mind there will be.
There has to be.
There's no. I mean, why would you do that high level production like that not to have that? It's just it'd be retarded or dumb at that point not to do that, you know. So I don't know.
All right, let's go to Ohrenje for your expectations.
Yeah. So yeah, when I heard about this show, even though if we don't speak, they did announce the acoustic show, but for me this is the first show as I'm a new fan since last September, so it was really really special for me because I was able to watch them almost live, I think, for the first time. And yeah, that was the announce about the acoustic show was really really special also because I heard some acoustic songs, but it was during regular live shows, so it was not really all acoustic sets. So I was really really expecting this. Also, when they said that they will not wear their usual clothes, I was really waiting to see that. That was really something I was expecting, even though my first experience watching the show was not that great. I think the first impression was insane, even though I watched it on my phone. So yeah, I was expecting a longer show, but when I think about it, it's not that easy to create new song and put them in an acoustic set. So yeah, I guess the 1 hour show is what we need. What they've done, it's they can do this better than they have done, in my opinion.
It's pretty obvious the huge amount of effort they put into not only the mix, like Alan was talking about, but the arrangements.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Just so different from the originals. They had to take so much planning. I think, I don't want to spoil too much, but they were talking about, I think it was during the commentary, talking about how they're worried they won't be able to remember how to play the songs the normal way now.
Yeah, they say that many times. They say that they don't remember how to play it differently than acoustic now.
Did you guys see that spreadsheet that on Reddit about how long each song got extended out in there?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, to change them and then actually make them, a couple minutes longer than what they originally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the songs that are really, really, really long. You can see it on my Discord wave if you want to.
Okay.
It's on mine too.
No, it's better on mine.
By the way, we should shout out. I mean, how many people here have a Discord?
Just me.
Me.
Just
first. I had it first.
I know 3 of you do.
No, you have a channel. You don't have a Discord.
I have a Discord, but I don't know how to use it, so it's pretty much just sitting there.
I don't either.
Anyway, did I talk about my expectations yet?
No.
Well, all I'll say is my expectations were obviously really high because I've come to expect a lot of quality out of BAND-MAID, and they were far exceeded. Like, I was blown away how much better it was than what I was expecting. Because of what I just said, with the high effort put into making a brand new experience for us and changing up everything to be fresh, But, all right. So, should we move on to...
I'm going to mention one thing. The solos should have been louder. Somebody was saying they didn't want to get in the way of Psyche with the leads. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I meant the solos should have been louder. That was my only gripe.
Oh, yeah.
And they still kept it low. And I'm not talking about when Psyche was singing. I'm talking about when it was focused on Konami doing the solos. That should be slightly louder. That was my only gripe with the whole entire thing.
She's always low in the mix, right? Not always, but oftentimes she is.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's low, like when Psyche's singing. I agree with that comment. I forgot who just wrote it. I was about to start fighting with someone in the chat. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean when she's not singing, though. Why? There's no reason for it. Maybe a little bit, a little EQ boost. I know I use that for leads just to get a little bit edge. Do a 2K bump real quick. If they did a 2K to 5K bump on the EQ, which you could get a pedal for, it would be perfect. I
can imagine Konami being too shy to speak up for herself if she wants to change the mix. Like
I could see her not wanting to
She has the
be.
cutest fucking voice ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
She's
it's unbelievable.
so humble. It's ridiculous how little she thinks of
Quiet
herself
naturally.
compared to how good she is.
Can we just spend the rest of it talking about her backup vocals with Sankey?
Yeah.
We got other things to talk about.
Yeah, let's save that for when we talk about the commentary. All right. So watching, Ryan, what were you watching it on?
So for a lot of people here, it was on Christmas Eve. So, and my family does everything on Christmas Eve. So it was like, 9:00, and we're just getting done with presents, and everybody's kind of like finishing up. I'm like, I want to check my phone real quick and see what's up. So I brought it up, and I mistakenly hit the commentary one first. So I'm looking at it, and they're talking over it. I'm like, why can't I hear anything? And family's like mulling around, like, what are you doing on your phone? I'm like, nothing. So I had to let it go. Later that night, around 1 or 2 in the morning, I checked outside, my usual setup headphones, my computer, and I got to listen to it the way I listen to everything when I do videos. So it was as perfect as it could be. And I recorded it. I couldn't stop it. Like, I don't know, because there's so many people watching it. I couldn't stop it and pause it. I tried to do that, and it wouldn't track it after that. So I had to just go all the way through and not talk while certain people were speaking.
Yeah, I know. That's something I was working on. Thankfully, when I watched it, I could pause it because it wasn't the live stream. But
Right.
yeah, if I couldn't, I would have just been sitting there punching myself the whole time, trying to shut up. All right, Levi, what about you?
I was playing Risk.
I haven't played that in like 10 years.
Yeah, I was in chat. I was able to chat with the live chat, but I missed a good 95% of it while it was live. And I was able to watch it an hour later or whatever. But yeah, I was playing board games. So I wish I would have got to like watch it fully live, like first impressions. But
oh yeah, me too. But what did you listen on? Like
it was my cell phone at first, but then I went onto my computer setup and
headphones. Nice.
Headphones on, sound all the way up.
Sweet. All right. Oh, Mr. B, what about you?
2:00 in the morning for me, live. Headphones on, computer, that was it. And I was away with it. And it was absolutely, it was absolutely fantastic. Like I said about the mix, the whole thing. And I know I did want, because I'm old, I did want to go to the toilet, but that had to wait. There's no way I was going. I wasn't going to miss a thing.
Yeah, just brought one of those like little, those little kid potties with you or something.
Well, I could always do that. I suppose that was empty.
But if you have to, take
finish your tea, fill your tea.
I'm thinking of connecting the tube up straight to the toilet.
That's a good idea.
Called a catheter.
Or you could sit on the toilet with it right there.
Or
that's the one upside to watching on your phone, I suppose.
Veer
but the
back
thing, so
what are we
I mean,
talking about?
Well, the live show. I was actually there for when it started.
Everything I'd hope it'd be.
Yeah, just going back to that tube. You see, you get like a pump to make sure it all blows all the way through into the toilet. It's an undrained out.
I feel like I'm learning something here.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be educational on here.
But that was me. Me set up. There's no way I was going to miss it or anything. It was going to be there.
You were dedicated.
Oh yes.
Okay,
that's awesome. Yeah, that's like how when I streamed with Alan last time, I was really trying to stick it out, but eventually I just had to go. I drink too much water. That's the problem.
Yeah.
All right, Alan, what about you? What did you watch on?
What did I watch on? I watch on this computer screen right here with my system that I mix with, and yeah.
Nice. Studio monitors?
On my studio monitors, because I want to hear it the fullest
Ooh.
and how it sounds.
Was there any urinary precautions?
Nope.
Okay.
I take enough magnesium. If you didn't know that, stops you from frequent urination.
Really?
Yeah.
I found that it helps with staying
sorry.
regular.
Wow.
What I take before bed
Now
every
we're going
night.
educational here,
It was on.
Oh.
It was back on track, and I just.
That's your fault. That's the one's on you. And then Eric and I went live right after we watched it and discussed it. I had a feeling a lot of you guys were celebrating Christmas Eve. I was trying to get you guys to come on with us, but so that was fun. So yeah, that's how we did it, and then we just talked about it.
Yeah, I wanted to be there live, but
I know.
Right-
That's right. You were supposed to be with us. I forgot who
we got home from our road trip, and Rosie and I just got wiped out. We got our booster shots, and then we both had a reaction for like 2 days. So we were pretty miserable when the actual live stream was happening.
Oh, by the way, I want to mention something, guys. There's 360 people watching. You guys need to all like this video for Wave. Please,
Holy crap. I think that's a new record.
please
Oh.
like the video.
Thank you all for being
Nice.
here.
And join his membership. Significantly.
You're so much better at promotion than I am. All right. Orange, what about you? What were you listening on?
Yeah, I was sadly I watched it on my phone for the first time because I was driving and I was charging my EV, so I had time to watch it, and I watched it in 2 parts. But even though I watched it on my phone with my Corsys audio system, it was incredible. So I'm not that sad that I watched it on my car. I'm sad because I was sleeping instead of waking up and watch it live.
Nice. Well, at least if you had to go to the bathroom, you were all set.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I didn't have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I watched on my computer with my headphones, and yeah, it seems like I would have gone to my studio monitors if I had the motivation, but the headphones were good enough for me.
Yeah, Wave, if you'd also noticed, they didn't stop for a pee break.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Although Psyche was sweating enough, she didn't have to. Is that a spoiler for the commentary? Oh, Alan,
Shall we
thank
continue?
you.
Continue down the list.
Like in his video, it puts him at the top of the list of live streams.
What'd you say?
I was telling him to like your video so it can be recommended to more people.
Oh, thank you. All right. First minute impression is our next section. I got to everyone, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So first,
was magnesium pills.
yeah, magnesium helps with a lot of stuff, huh?
It does.
Like
It helps slowing balding too.
balding?
Yeah.
Magnesium pills.
Oh.
Bit late for me, then, isn't it? I mean, come on.
All right. So, Ryan, what was your first minute impression?
That was a difficult question you've asked.
It
now.
is because it
Yeah.
was when it started up, we talked about expectations, and then it starts up and everything just sounds so beautiful. And Alan mentioned the mix, and you could just pick out what you wanted to listen to, and you could just kind of look at it and then you could hear it, and it's fantastic. I think what struck me the most first was Psyche's vocals. Just floored me. It was awesome. And then after that, it was just level up, and it just didn't stop till the end.
Oh, Psyche was a standout.
Hmm.
All right, Levi, what about you?
I think it was. I think that first minute it was just the setting that caught me off guard. What they were wearing, where they were at, the look. That was just it I was not expecting that. I didn't know they were going to wear something completely different for that concert. So that was pretty cool. The sound, again, I think I can't talk enough about the sound. You can immediately tell it was just going to be something special just within that first minute, just the sound alone.
Yeah. Well said.
I got to bust back in here. Psyche's vibrato was really
being able to hear it so clearly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It took my attention there for a while. I'm like, wow. Okay. I made notes, so I thought I'd use them. Psyche's vibrato was freaking crazy.
And you're really prepared.
Mm-hmm.
I he wrote notes and studied. I'm like, what the hell is he studying for?
Had me freaked out. He had no outline. I thought there was going to be a test.
It did feel like a test. I felt like I had homework.
Made me weird. Like, I ain't studying shit.
I wanted to take notes, but I was too busy trying to make this backdrop.
See,
if I take notes.
Yeah, if I make notes, I'll lose them anyway, so there's no point.
Exactly.
All right. Speaking of which, old Mr. B, what about you? Your first minute impression?
Well, I thought I wonder if they will wear kimonos, but they didn't. They just wore normal gear. Right from the off. That was it. I was with it. And within that first minute, they got me completely, totally. And like I say, and being as it's acoustic, any acoustic, any singer that's singing acoustic, they've got to be on top form. And Psyche just blew me away with it. She's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them, if you like, you can't hide. You can't hide when you do acoustic.
Yep.
And she's got no need to. That was absolutely phenomenal, the way her voice is. And I'm really pleased about it because, like, it shows what her voice is really like, being on the acoustic. And it was fantastic. That was it. The first minute, they got me. I was gone, I'm in here. Yeah. This is really, by the way, this isn't a rocking chair. I think I broke it.
During live stream.
Yeah. But fabulous, absolutely fabulous. The tone, the quality of the sound, everything. You couldn't wish for a better thing. I know there's no such thing as perfect, but that's the nearest you're going to get, and I'm sure of that.
Yeah. All right. Alan.
Is my sound still low? They're saying my sound is low.
No, you've just blown my ear out.
No, it's yeah. My ears are bleeding right now.
Okay. You said it was low, so I turned it up.
Here, I just realized too, I usually have the desktop audio down about 7 dB for the stuff I'm reacting to, which is what your sound's coming through. So I just boosted you up.
So yeah, stuff you're watching through.
I just boosted it myself. So can you guys hear me though?
Oh yeah, you're boosted.
Oh yeah, you're boosted. Yeah.
You're good.
All right. I turned it down, so that sucks. I hope. Well, if you didn't hear me earlier, sorry. What were we talking about again? Other than
first minute impressions. What did you think when it started?
All right, you guys mentioned all the stuff I was about to mention, but so I'm gonna mention.
Let's move on.
So, Misa, I was really happy to hear every single one of her parts individually.
Yes.
It was really awesome to hear every single note she was playing, because sometimes she does get blended out, sometimes in the actual band recordings. But in this one, it's very clear what she was playing. The thing that surprised me the most is that when they did the arrangements and stuff, they made sure that they went to more of these simpler full chords on the acoustic guitar. And with them doing that, with Konami doing that and Miku doing that, it allowed Misa to still keep her runs. And then you would notice she would play the notes individually of the power chords or the full chords, or she'd play the top end. And it really shined through a lot. And it made it still sound technical. So I really love that, because now it didn't sound like you had two leads with each other, where you have like that sensory overload. it was nothing like a sensory overload at all for any of these songs. So that's the thing that really amazed me, or I would say in the first minute, just being able to hear every little intricacy that she was doing, and hearing the chords very clearly and very well was awesome too. Just hearing how they played the chords perfectly, the strumming patterns were perfect. It was like flawless. Like you can hear it with distortion, but you guys all know when you're playing with distortion, it can cover up things. With acoustic, you can't hide that shit. You can't hide nothing.
Yeah.
So
like Mr. B was just talking about with the voice.
Oh, by the way, can I just chuck this in? Did you get a surprise with Misa? No fringe.
No fringe.
What? Hair.
Like on her
hair.
Oh, with her her bangs. Yeah. No bangs.
No bangs.
Oh, so that's what was different.
Yeah.
I was like, something's different here.
Hey, Wave, why is it you miss things like this? I'm old and I'm the one that's supposed to miss all this.
I know. It just added to the list of things I miss.
Anyway, the music really impressed me the most was I really liked the arrangement. And it goes back to, like I was saying earlier, is like some of the songs could stand up versus the original version of it. Easily. So.
Yeah.
Sorry about
that. Yeah, I'd say you guys have officially stolen everything I was gonna say.
we know this. We know you decided to go last. Yes.
Now you gotta come up with something different.
We still have Orange. It's not my turn yet.
Yeah, what's left to say?
I know I was about to say, like, I'm going last. I thought I was going last. So I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the first thing was how they were dressed and all the setup. I was wondering where they were going to play. Usually they play in more darker venues, so it was very different from the usuals. Yeah. So that was the first thing that struck me.
That was interesting how in the commentary they were talking about, because it was so bright, they were more nervous than usual.
They were talking about the view all the time.
All right. Well, to echo all of you, like the things that really stood out to me was Psyche's voice, which usually when I am watching regular live performances, nothing against Psyche, but that's the last thing I ever noticed because, you know, I'm more interested in guitar and drums and bass.
Oh yeah.
But
How
in
dare
this, I know.
Ooh, she's our queen.
She's the queen.
She's the queen.
But yeah, just being able to hear her voice so clearly and see the emotion on her face close up while she was singing.
That was pretty big too.
And then, like you guys have already said as well, being able to hear Misa clearly in the mix without distorted guitars on top of it was.
Do you guys think Misa was playing more, or we could just hear everything clearly?
We can hear everything.
We can hear everything, yeah. Because it was almost the same when I did many videos with live acoustic recordings on my channel, and the main difference I spotted is that you can hear Misa a lot much better in the acoustic arrangement they did live than in the album studios or the other song live they play.
Yeah, and like Alan was talking about, that's kind of the way it goes once you start adding distortion and effects and stuff. Especially the lower frequencies don't have as much presence in the mix once that stuff comes in.
You know what I noticed too, which was really cool about these arrangements? If you took all the individual instruments off the side, if you don't know the song, they would sound like completely different songs. If you took Misa and just had Misa and the drums playing some of the songs, you wouldn't know it was different or No God. Or if you did, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's how it's supposed to be, in my opinion, when writing music. Is like, you can't, like, when you have those parts, like when you take them out, you're like, what? If you think about like some famous examples like Red Hot Chili Peppers, you take out Flea's bass of one of the songs, hits from the beginning, you'd be like, what song is that? Give it away. What? You know what I mean? It sounds nothing like it on its own if you go to learn it. Or there's a lot of other examples where, what's the good one? I know we do it with a lot of our originals, but there's a lot of examples of good music that you just hear that it seems simple, but then you break it down and go further. Stone Temple Pilots is a great example. You don't realize he's playing a bunch of jazz chords in a chromatic form, and you're like, what? And it to you, it sounds like a simple rock song, but the bass is doing something completely different. I remember learning the bass to, I think it was I just did it. One of the songs off of their first the core album, and I was like, this doesn't even sound like the actual hit. Can't remember which the name.
The chords that dude uses are just insane. I don't know where.
Yeah, but if you listen to it, like just listen to it, you're like, you didn't know. But when I went and learned a bunch of them, I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy.
You can't just play power chords. You can't just jam power chords to it. It's
the way that all the notes form. And the reason why I bring that up is that's what it felt like on this acoustic concert. Is it felt like that, like when I was breaking down that core album, I'm like, holy shit. Like, yeah, when you put it all together, it's just like this harmony, beautiful big sound that they captured that day with that acoustic recording. And I think that's why it's so, to me, so good, you know, it actually made me enjoy the older songs more, like I said. So
yeah,
but yeah,
like you were saying about like stripping away certain parts, like if you took Psyche out and not being able to recognize it. I think even the band, when they were rewatching and No God started, they were all like,
they didn't know what it was.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It's too fucking good.
Yeah, this commentary ended up being a quiz.
Flush was the one. Tiny Hat said in the chat. Sorry.
Oh
yeah, that was one of the songs. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean it. My bad.
No, that's all right. I just missed what happened. What happened with Tiny Hat?
No, she named the song that Alan was talking about, Plush, right?
Oh, sweet.
Trying to learn that song.
Cool. Favorite moment of the live show is next.
Jesus.
Ooh, now this is harder than the last question.
Yeah, this is why I took notes.
All right. Well, Ryan, the most prepared. Let's hear from you first.
Favorite moment. Did I write it down? I don't know.
Point of doing your homework. If you
I know
he's got a list of like 30 things he's trying to pick from right now.
I know, dude.
You did your homework, but still failed it anyway.
I didn't take proper notes. I don't even know. I don't know. My favorite part, I think my favorite part was Psyche and Konami's 2 songs. As much as, and here's a problem. Every time you say this is my favorite thing, you have to like, well, not to disrespect the other members, but
yeah,
seeing them two, because the first acoustics I saw were just them and playing Puzzle and Anemone. When they came back out, to me, it was like, oh wow, like it's kind of iconic for me. And to hear them play different with 2 people and totally pull it off, and hearing Konami sing the vocals and her singing and playing, and it was just that was just amazing. Everything, the whole thing was amazing, but those 2 songs really, that's my favorite part.
WB says Ryan's multiple choice answers are failing him.
So
I love how like nervous Konami was for that part too. Like she was embarrassed visibly to be looking at Psyche straight on.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I love when she is playing and singing, and just she is like, Konami is so happy.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a Konami fanboy, if you didn't know, but she was so happy being able to do that. It seemed like, you know, and then, I mean, she said in the commentary, well, it was on the regular stream when Psyche's like, should we do another one? She's like, yeah, let's do another one. She's so happy about it.
You could really see that, like, she's got such a connection to guitar because, you know, that's what helps her express herself. Because in real life, she's kind of shy and subdued, but once she's behind the guitar, it's like, you know, a total boss. You know?
Yeah.
All right. Levi, what about you? Favorite part, the live show?
I think the Miku Akane Misa arrangement was pretty cool for me. That blew my mind. I was thoroughly surprised by Miku's performances. I would also say when Akane and Misa were singing chorus, that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to do that.
This was their first time doing that, wasn't it?
I think
Yep.
they've done vocals before, but full on choruses like that,
Yeah.
it was pretty cool to hear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very good. I loved when they played Time. It just sounded so cool. All right, old Mr. B.
Don't
What
have
was
a
your favorite
favorite.
moment?
The whole thing.
Easy,
Good
Al.
answer.
I
That's a good
can't.
answer. Yeah.
I can't pick. Yes, time when did that was brilliant. Everything, but I can't pick a favorite moment. It's the whole thing
Mr. B, you stole my answer.
from. Sorry, from start,
It's the peacekeeper answer.
from start to finish. The whole thing. I just thought was totally amazing. It just blew me away. And you know that is the honest truth. I mean, I can't pick any because they're all. The whole thing was awesome. It's as simple as that for me. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say everybody's wrong except for Mr. B, but yeah, the whole
We can't all answer the question like that, though.
we
I'll
don't
change
need
my
everyone
answer.
else to that. Yeah,
Yeah,
change your
safe,
answer. You guys are
safe
all
answer.
wrong except for Mr. B. He's the only right person so far. But
And you happen to agree with him.
and I just happen to agree with him. But in the meantime, you know, I will take this moment to be like, I can't believe we're not at 300 likes yet because there's 368 people watching, and only one person joined Potter's membership to help support him. And that makes me sad. I will cry on stream.
I can't join
It's up to
twice.
300 likes.
Need to hire Alan
Go.
for PR.
Let's go. All right, I'm done.
Really, mine says 401.
Whoa.
Mine says 388.
Mine says
They're all
390.
different.
Either way, I'm just asking for 300, guys. Give me 300 likes, Jesus. That's all I'm asking for.
Well, Alan, was that your answer for
Yeah,
this
that was
round?
my answer. My answer was my favorite time was when I was sitting next to my favorite buddy Eric, and we got to watch the whole concert together. And yeah, and then we got to talk about it. That the whole thing, honestly, it was. I mean, there's some hilarious moments like the shut up moment. Seeing Miku do the
Yes.
oh my god, it was Akane, Misa, and Miku. I thought that could be its own band on its own, to be honest.
I agree
That
with
could
you.
have been a whole separate band. But I mean, no, honestly, I really liked the whole thing. Because
Yeah.
it was just ear porn for
Exactly.
A lot of them.
My ears were leaking hardcore that night.
A lot of them agreeing with me in the chat. So
A lot of tissues were had.
I would say you've got kind of a little special thing there where you can watch it with a real life friend in person. Because did anyone else here? Was anyone else here able to watch it with someone else that's also a BAND-MAID fan?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
no.
My daughter watched it also, but she hasn't told me about it yet because I'd got her she loves BAND-MAID, so she's a fan.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I know she watched it. I haven't asked her. We never talked about it afterwards. Should ask her about it. Hey guys, we got 7 more likes to go before we get to the next question.
Just working
Well, I've
it.
liked it. I have liked it because
Well,
I've come
shit, I've
in
been
on my
liking
other. I've come in on my other YouTube channel to do it.
Maybe the other 100 people don't actually like it.
They just don't.
I don't care. Like it anyways.
No, I'd already liked it too.
They
so.
probably disliked it.
Every time
all
a certain person talks, they undo their like. I'm not naming names.
It's probably me. Yeah, it's cool.
All right, Orange. Whoops. Orange, what was your favorite moment?
The safe answer would be to say that this is the entire show, but I'm not like that.
I don't want to go first anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, I was very surprised by No God because it's one of my favorite songs. But I think the most iconic moment for me will be the Miku time because she grew a lot during all this all she's done with BAND-MAID. First, not knowing how to play guitar and jumping in this crazy project, and now she can play guitar, she can sing very, very. I was going to say perfectly, but I don't know if she sings already perfectly, but she sings very well. I mean, she can do a band with just herself, Akane and Misa, and they could do very very insane songs, just the three of them. So it was for me the best moment I had.
Nice. Yeah, I would definitely say we probably have the same two favorite moments when No God started and I realized what song it was.
Yeah, me too.
Time. No God and Time were definitely two of the highlights for me. Just being able to see, playing the songs that have such emotional impact and seeing a more close-up look at their faces, more well lit. Like you can just see their expressions better in this natural light acoustic setting while they're singing, and that was really cool. But yeah, I think it was pretty obvious that for me it was No God. That was I mean, I already love that song. That was probably one of my favorite songs before, but the acoustic version, I'm gonna have a hard time picking which one I like more.
Yeah, that's
not
hard.
that I have to. But
I mean,
just found my note.
It's its own thing. Like I said, it's its own thing.
Yeah.
Guys will call it something else, like, hey, maybe there's a God.
How about you, Ryan? Did you have something to say?
Oh, I found my notes or your favorite moment. I had marked down Psyche and Konami. Just
it's too late.
That's all. I'm like, oh, there it was.
Hey, you channeled it without your notes. Does
I
anyone
actually thought about it, you cheaters.
Does anyone have a die?
Huh?
A die?
I think Ryan's getting sick of going first. So if we roll a die,
I'll go. I don't.
We
care.
got 6 people here. It's
a dice.
Let's keep it going.
You could just
Dice.
choose.
What are you on about? A
Since
die?
you're
I
hosting
thought...
it, you could just choose different people.
Oh,
we won't know.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, it's like, what? I gotta make choices.
Online.
I gotta make choices.
Online dice roller. Here we go. Roll.
We don't care.
5. Who was number 5? Okay, Alan, you're going first
notes.
this time. All right.
All right. What are we going first on?
That's a good question.
Favorite Favorites next
moment.
up.
Oh, okay. Favorite moment of commentary.
I didn't watch the commentary yet.
Oh, well, that's an easy answer.
Well, so you can kick him now.
Sorry.
Part of the case. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Thank you, Alan.
I didn't know there was commentary until yesterday. Whenever you said, like I didn't realize there was a whole commentary thing, so I still need to go watch that.
You missed a lot.
Same here.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Please watch it.
Orange, you can go now. All right. So now I got 3, which is Old Mr. B.
Yeah, I've just said. I didn't know about the commentary.
Oh.
Oh.
I guess I missed that.
So
Sorry.
you can leave too. Thank you.
Sorry.
I don't know how I missed it. I think when we were watching the concert, I remember them saying there's commentary, and then I couldn't find it, the link or something, and then I just forgot about it until you mentioned it yesterday or something like that. I can't remember. I've been sick.
No worries.
But yeah,
like I said,
oh,
Mr. B, Alan, and Levi were all. I literally just messaged them like last night. So
I was wondering what you meant about that in the outline. I'm like, what is he talking about?
What's the commentaries?
I thought you meant we were gonna make commentary or something.
Oh.
Like, all right.
All right. Oh, I just rolled a 6. I guess that's my turn then. Sorry to you who haven't seen it yet, but I liked when Akane was talking about how when she was practicing for the backing vocals, she had to look up the lyrics online, and then when they played it live, she thought Miku was singing the wrong lyrics because they weren't the same as what she looked up. Oh, that was fun. It's just you wouldn't expect them to have to look up their own lyrics, but that's kind of how it is.
I mean, that is how it is, because like after you learn like 100 songs, you need triggers after that. So even for myself, I have a whole notebook. Like once I got past like I don't know, 100th song, it's just like you can't remember some of the song unless you play them day in and day out. But
they're like 25 and I can't remember.
I can't remember one.
Yeah, it gets crazy. So that's why like music theory and all that stuff comes into play. And that's when that starts benefiting you.
Yeah, in that same commentary, Psyche was talking about how she just adds words to the lyrics because she just forgets.
And that's
Nice.
totally, and that's a professional thing to do. You have to. I mean, every time I played live, I've improvised solos. I've had to change solos on the fly because you're like, damn it. So that's where you're like, oh, I'm glad I know a little bit of theory, or at least know the key that I'm in and stuff like that. Because you never know when you have a brain fart. It's like a hard drive. There's only so much space you can put in there, you know.
I just turned my volume down and point at the sound guy.
You know? So it's very
Bring in the track.
It's very impressive that they do that. If they at the acoustics, so you're saying in the commentary that they did improvise some parts on there, or
lyrically.
Well, we're male. We only use half a brain, apparently.
I mean, I can't remember who said it. There's a famous guitarist. He says, "I've never played the solo the same way ever live." You know?
Yeah, I've heard. Who was that?
I don't know. I can't remember. There's a. I don't know if it's Kirk Hammett, maybe, because he definitely doesn't. Because he definitely doesn't play it the same way anytime. I've watched a lot of live Metallica performances. The solo is never the same.
I mean, any blues player that talked about solos probably.
Well,
I think Hendrix was kind of the same way. Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah, like the thing I learned from playing Hendrix tunes, that was like the first guitarist I mimicked and learned. Yeah. And the thing about improv is you have your 4 catchy lines of the solo. If you remember just the 4 catchy, everything else is filler. And that's what I always did live. I was like, I always had the main things that I know people are going to latch on in a song. Make sure I hit the things that people latch on to, and then you can improvise the rest.
Yeah, I've done that. Dude, you nailed that solo. It's like, dude, I knew the first 4 notes, and then I just made shit up.
You're right. You're right. I nailed all 5 notes.
I did. Thanks, man. I worked
Most
really
solos
hard
are pentatonic. Just 5 notes.
I practice 20 hours a day.
All right. I got to steer this back on course here, which is strange for me because I'm usually the one getting out.
Now we're driving from the back.
All right. I rolled a 2, which means, Levi, what was your favorite part of the commentary?
Oh, how do you pick?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
having a bad memory, so you can only think of one thing.
I guess it's interesting just hearing how nervous they are. I think that was big for me. The Cajun and the chimes were cool when they were talking about that and how expensive it was, and adding that little element into there, into the drums and stuff.
That Cajun sounded phenomenal.
It sounds expensive.
Yeah.
So
great range of tone.
She played the shit out of that.
Oh, she did. It was amazing.
Was it just me, or did she get kind of a mischievous look every time she went for the chimes?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, I gotta throw this into every song.
She really made us look at that.
She does that.
I got chimed.
You'll chime.
Awesome. All right. Let me roll again. It's actually working. Never mind. All right, let's go with Ohrenje.
There are so many funny moments. I think the moments I like the most is during I think it was during the last MC when they are talking about their anything else but the show, and they're saying that they won't lose against themselves talking about the show in the show. So there was a battle between them commenting and them talking during the show. It was really fun to listen to. They talk about Thrill once again, how they were saved by Thrill. And I think this is the first time that we heard them talking about what they might do if BAND-MAID was over. They said that they were doing anything anyway, maybe pick a job on the side and still doing something with each other. I think this is the first time we know that we heard them saying that. Yeah.
Cool to hear them say that.
Yeah, because even though if BAND-MAID ends one day, we know that they won't stop. Anyway,
how many bands have that great of friendships and chemistry behind the scenes, though?
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah. They're like a family. They're saying that all the time. They're spending a lot of time together every day.
No band I've been a part of.
Same. All right, Ryan, you're the last one.
Oh man.
Pull out your notes.
I didn't write anything down. I'm going off the cuff.
Nice. Man, you did the worst homework ever. You're better off mentioning that you didn't do homework.
You know, you and every teacher I ever had, buddy. I'll need to hear it from you too.
That's what they brought me on here, is to give everyone shit.
Favorite part of what now? Commentary. I've even had everybody's time to think about this, and I can't. Just hearing their insights on what kind of went into making the songs, the rearranging and everything. Just hearing all that is so. All it did was make me appreciate them even more than I already do, and just the time put into it. I don't know. I mean, there's some funny shit, but just I love hearing that kind of inside scoop on what it took to do it, and I'm glad that they're so willing to put that out there.
Yeah,
they're hilarious too. They're absolutely hilarious.
Paul mentioned in the chat, BAND-MAID's chemistry is so very rare, and that's very true. It's really hard to find a group of people like that to connect. It really is. It's extremely hard. Some people, it takes years and years and years to find those people to connect with and stuff. I know for me personally, I've been through probably hundreds of band members at this point. But yeah, I'm sure Ryan, you said you were in a band, Wave. Anyone else in a band had been in a band?
I was
a long time ago. Yeah, like we know, like it's really hard to find those people. But yeah, they somehow managed to make it happen.
Yeah, especially when they want to do Beatles covers.
Vladimir said in the chat, Akane said she rented a cajon from Zildjian and she chose the most expensive model.
Oh yeah, that was in the comments.
That's why it sounds so good.
Well, they mic'd it really well, though. They mic'd that pretty well. I'm pretty sure they had one behind it.
If it wasn't a plug, they got them with plugins too, where you can output it.
They do now. Okay.
Yeah, the guy at the open mic in town had one. Effects and shit built into it.
What? That's crazy. I want to trust that. I don't know.
I wouldn't either.
You know what I mean? Like I never loved plugging my acoustic in ever. I'm like, can I please mic it? And the sound engineer gives me that look. Same. I'm like, I'll engineer the sound if you want myself before I play.
Just don't plug it. Be like that.
A lot of the sparkle is on the outside. I don't know how an internal mic could capture that.
I just played a show last week, and I was like, hey man, can I get a mic? He's like, well, do you have can you plug in directly? I'm like, no, can I have a mic? He's like, oh, but there's feedback. I'm like, it's because you're not setting it up right. There shouldn't be feedback.
He's probably like, oh, another one of these guys.
Elitist.
I was really nice. I was really nice about it, though. Mind you, I was very nice.
I was like, clearly you didn't do your homework. Let me take care of it.
Good.
It's hard because most of them do it for free, so they don't. Anyways, back on track. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Like the video, guys. Thank you for the 300. Finally, we did it.
Oh, sorry, I just coughed into the microphone. All right. So this next question is gonna be another tricky one for some of you. I got to everyone, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is also about the commentary, so I'll just go ahead and skip the ones who haven't seen it. So funniest moment of the commentary, and let's see. Why don't we start with Orange this time?
Oh damn! Yes, funniest moment of the commentary. There's a lot.
I got mine.
Yeah, go ahead, Ryan. You did
got
your
Silent
rights.
I didn't want to steal it.
Hold on.
Go.
Silent Wood said pause because he needs a pee. All right. I'll just
Silent Wood needs to pee.
Can you guys hold on a minute?
I'm sorry, that was too funny. That was too hilarious. Silent Wood needs a pee. Can you all hold on? I'm like, I have to.
It was silently. I don't care.
Ryan was like, no. Sorry, go ahead, Orange. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just thought that was hilarious.
Orange, did you pass the torch off to
Yeah,
Ryan?
I just okay. I passed the
If
torch to Ryan because he wrote something though.
Yeah, Ryan, if you're ready to go.
Oh, I liked. They were talking about. Of course, now I can't remember. It was about Misa's. What the fuck was it? Misa's. They're talking about, was it Konami's guitar? And Misa's like, it was a tree.
Oh, with the tree moment.
Oh yeah, the tree moments,
Yeah.
I know it was really funny. I can't remember the specifics of it, but I was laughing.
It's always like that when you try to retell a joke. It had to be their joke.
So someone, anybody else recall the conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone in the chat might remember.
Let's call it the tree moment.
Nobody here knows. Yellow Clip, help us out.
All right. Well, let's do Levi this next if you're ready.
2 parts. Not recognizing no God. That was funny. That was funny to me. And then the other one was they kept calling Miku Klupo, and she kept correcting him, calling him Kabato. She's like, no, it's Kabato this time. I thought that was pretty funny. Every time they did that quite a bit to her, calling her Klupo.
I thought the funniest part was when Psyche was talking about how sweaty her back was, like within the first 3 songs. It's like it just takes so much self-confidence to go ahead and talk about that on a commentary that thousands of people are gonna see.
That's true.
Cool that they just don't care.
Yeah.
Or at least Psyche doesn't.
I feel Psyche on that.
Same. If you would have seen a close-up of my face when I was jamming with Yoyoka, it was just constantly pouring sweat. It was I'm glad the camera's far away.
Hell, I'm sweaty right now. I'm like, Jesus. Why? I'm sure it's just a sickness exiting out, but
yeah, hopefully. All right, Orange, do you have your moment?
I think the moment I found the most funniest, one of the most funniest of the show is when they, on their last MC, when they're talking about Misa not talking, and she said that she's sober now and she drinks water.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the funniest moments of the show.
At least for the acoustic set.
Yeah. Yeah, for the acoustic set, yeah.
All right.
Okay, so Yellow Clip and Vladimir have cleared up the thing.
Oh, sweet.
Talking about Konami being a guitar in a past life.
Oh.
Misa's like,
that
means she was a tree.
That's what
Past the build process or before the build process. Yeah. So anyway, moving on. That's sorry.
That's another thing. That was something I was shocked.
I know that would be she like died afterwards.
When Konami was like, maybe then I'd be a better guitar player, and I was like, what are you talking about? You're
so
already
humble.
So good.
Yeah, she's humble.
Anyway, all right. So this next one, favorite part in general. Wow.
It's too many
like
favorite
the
things.
same question. Screw you, I'm not answering the same question.
Hey,
see previous comments.
I don't want to throw Orange under the bus here, but I didn't write these. But okay, I'll start with my favorite part then.
The part being the configuration they use, like they start all BAND-MAID, then
okay, so
then
favorite, favorite like member arrangement.
Yeah, like favorite member arrangements.
Okay, cool. Anyone ready to go?
Well, favorite moment.
Yeah.
Favorite moment. It's easy, isn't it? the start all the way through to the finish. That whole moment.
I
There you
agree.
go.
Perfect bookends.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, Smile and Page. Like a perfect little bandmade sandwich.
Yeah. The whole, to say, I can't pick out any particular thing. I just like the whole thing. I just,
Yeah. So what was your favorite configuration of members?
doesn't matter.
All right. So,
I love it.
Alan, are you going to piggyback off of
Doesn't
that
matter,
again?
does it? Yeah, they're all swapping around. I mean, I think you got over the top it. It's okay breaking music down, but breaking this down to that point. Oh, and I noticed that one of them hadn't got the varnish properly on the fingernail. I mean, we're getting like that, aren't we? And the lipstick wasn't quite straight. You know what I mean?
I second that. The lipstick, could have been a little bit more on
Yeah.
point. I'm saying this from experience now, but that's another story. Just kidding.
All right.
I haven't got around to using mine yet, but
My favorite ones was like I said, where it was Miku, Akane, and Misa, because it sounded like a whole other band. It sounded like a whole other band that I
agree too.
that was probably one of my favorites, but I can't ignore the part where it was Psyche and Konami. I really enjoyed that one too. I enjoyed all of them, like Mr. B was saying. I really enjoyed all of them, but I would say that one was very refreshing to hear with those three. So
Nice. I'm going to drop a real hot take bomb here, but I'm going to say all 5 of them together.
I was about to say that.
Controversial.
That's cheating. You
Just
cheated.
liking the band.
You just cheated, Wave. Congratulations.
I'm not the one that said my favorite part was everything.
You said.
All right.
Hey, that was Mr. B, not me.
yeah,
I just followed.
Look, it's BAND-MAID. It
did
doesn't
like the
matter
little,
what order they're in or out where they sit in. It's BAND-MAID. They're all great. Whatever position.
That's the thing. Like,
But I mean, if one was doing a handstand and playing, that would be different.
Elliot, I want to see that.
that's what's cool about that arrangement you were just talking about with Akane, Misa, and Miku, is that they still sounded 100% BAND-MAID. I mentioned this before in my other video, but like Konami and Psyche are such pillars in the band, and yet they sounded so strong. And same with when it was Miku, Psyche, and Akane. That's not what you guys were talking about before, right? Yeah, you said Misa, Miku, and Akane, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, even with Psyche, Miku, and Akane, where Miku was the only one playing any kind of melodic instrument, it still sounded so BAND-MAID. Like, I was really impressed with Miku's guitar and solid.
It will do, because the BAND-MAID. It will sound like that.
Yeah, Mr. B is the voice of reason.
There was a lot of the members are in BAND-MAID. I mean.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think there is five of them. Yeah.
I think I'm 99.9% sure. No, I was just fucking with you, babe.
All right. Does anyone else want to answer the question of favorite part or favorite member arrangement? I suppose we covered them all, huh?
Yeah.
Trying to overcomplicate it here, I'm sure you are.
All right. This time, the question is, what were your feelings at the end?
Oh, mine, easy. I had to go to the toilet.
Same.
Jeez.
That's not a feeling.
All right. I'm going to roll
a feeling. That's a bowel movement.
Yeah, well, my bowel was moving a lot. Going.
So I'm gonna. I know what he meant. He meant he was excited.
Yeah, well, I had to hang on to it, didn't I? Because I wasn't going to go halfway through.
Yeah,
but at the end of it, I mean, straight, it's like, wow, that was my thought, just like, wow, that was awesome. That was my immediate thought when it finished, although I didn't want it to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll go next here since I don't think I've gone towards the beginning yet. What I was just so surprised that I think Ryan mentioned this earlier, but that I loved the band even more than I did before. Just being able to hear their personal conversations and their personalities during that section where they were just sitting around talking, and when they would sit around and talk between the sets, it was so cool to see that different side of them, because I haven't seen many videos like that of them yet. So just seeing how they talk to each other.
You know, it went from Konami and Psyche when Misa came out, and they're just a little chit chat. So you don't usually play without the rhythm, and you know, Misa was nervous. It's like, yeah, shit, man.
And Konami was nervous. Just well, even Miku said she was, when she did her set, she everywhere she looked there were people, and
usually isn't looking at anybody. Yeah.
All right. Well, I rolled a 5, so Alan, that's you.
Wait, what was the question?
What were your thoughts at the end? Like your overall takeaway, I suppose.
I think it's the same as what I said in the beginning. It's exactly the same. Everything I explained in the beginning about the sound and everything is all the same.
Cool.
Can we have some more interesting questions than these, please?
I'll say at the end of it, I just felt kind of lucky to, like, I was just grateful that it even happened. Like I don't know, there's been a lot of, I've been a fans of a lot of bands, seen a lot of live shows and stuff, but I just felt like just grateful I was able to see it. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm grateful.
What else to say? I was just like, wow, I just was able to watch that, and I can watch it again and again. And it was just fucking cool.
That I would echo that too, because they are still like such a niche band that somehow is still like not, I guess, mainstream or whatever. But yeah, I'm really grateful that people, because I would never have known about them if people hadn't commented them on my videos and been like, you need to check out this band. So yeah, just grateful that people shared it with me.
Maybe to reel it in tighter, I was grateful that they are such a band that they would put that much effort just so their fans have something to watch.
Oh yeah.
Even though they can't get out to us. That's more what I meant. Like they're
okay
to be able to just have this band that cares so much about their fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where it starts with their own strong friendships and personal relationships as a foundation, because that just emanates out into
no ego.
No ego. And they all really love each other. So that like emanates out into their fan base too.
So question is, for us in the US, are you guys going to go see them?
Absolutely.
Yes. And hopefully meet a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
They need to come over to the UK, because it's not a 6-hour drive to each venue. You can get there in an hour. In 6 hours, you can go from
but we can't
to the other.
We can all get there in an hour.
Yeah, us first.
They can get more gigs in.
All right, Levi, what about you? What were your feelings at the very end?
I've watched it about 5 times now, and it's always, I have to watch that again, because every time I watch it, there's something I missed. Every time.
Yeah.
It's just, you could watch it a million times and you're just gonna find new things.
Yeah. I was just
the rewatchability of BAND-MAID.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just talking about in my awkward video yesterday, is just what you said. They're so layered and so complex, and yet they sound so good that they don't sound like a mess or anything. It's the perfect balance.
I agree. And then I went on a big tirade about Konami's arrangements. That was a big thing for me. I was storming the house just talking about what she had just done.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was cool talking. Hearing,
that's a long drive for Alan.
Hearing them talk about how even the songs that Miku wrote she would pass off to Konami to work on the arrangement.
Yeah,
That was cool.
mad genius.
Yes. All right, Orange, what about you? Your feelings at the end?
At the end, I was feeling pretty sad because Page was just insane, and all the bands singing the chorus was really something incredible for me to listen to. But just in the end, I remember that I can watch it again. So I was feeling better when we started.
So nice of them to put the archive up.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Was that everyone who wants to say something? All right. This next question is, did you show it to other people? Alan, you already answered this pretty much. If so, what was their feedback? And did anyone here show it to other people?
All my coworkers know about
What do
it.
you,
Nice.
I wouldn't show it to people, I guess. So to say, just people that bought the ticket, like I'd feel weird.
Oh,
Right.
I get everybody I come in contact with knows about BAND-MAID.
Nice.
Yeah, I've showed my
That's
family.
awesome.
I'm probably a little annoying.
My family's done reactions with me to BAND-MAID songs, so like I got my daughter into it. So I've shown. My mom wasn't a big fan, but as far as this concert, yeah, only my daughter saw it and Eric saw it with me. But
Well, unfortunately for me, because they're all old crusties like me, but they're all living the bloody past, don't they? And you try to introduce them to new things, and it's like, oh, it's not like it used to be. Sod off. Go and jump in your grave.
That's why we love you, old Mr. V.
This is
Don't jump in your grave. I got to remember that.
oh, they're right. It is.
Don't jump in your grave.
They're always going on about what's, I'm trying to introduce them to BAND-MAID and things like, oh, why the dress like that? Oh, God, here we go.
And those are the people that
You
they
have to
kind of appeal to
explain
more.
everything to them. They're a rock band, and it's like, somebody give me a flipping, I don't know, 9mm Uzi or something. I'll from out of misery.
Oh,
It's good, it really does, because sort of where I live, they're all sort of my age, and they're like, so basically, in a word, no. I didn't say it anyway.
But before we move on, Vladimir Chupin, he wants someone to record the full concerts from the US on a good phone. Who's got a
I'm
good
ready.
phone?
I'm ready for that.
All right, Levi's on it.
I'll do like a documentary thing, like I did with my Avatar one that I went to, but I would feel really wrong to do that entirely, like record it all, because then I won't be able to enjoy it. So
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I only record for one song. Like Avatar, I just recorded 2 songs, and then I used it in my vlog video. But I promise you guys, I'll do a vlog video and I'll put it up and stuff like that. Me and Eric traveling to the concert and doing all that stuff. So
Yeah,
That's where
apparently
my-
you got to pick me up as well.
I'm doing that for the warning also. Like we're
Oh,
gonna
nice.
the
Yeah,
warning
I heard that.
also.
Yeah,
too.
Alan, according to the chat, you've got to pick me up as well on your way.
All right, you got it.
It's a long drive.
Let's go. I don't think it's about driving. I think it's more flying. I think we're gonna have to fly to pick you up.
Have you got a plane?
Let's try to get one.
I'll fly it.
Up those likes, people. We need a plane.
Pedal powered
Yeah.
plane.
Hey, can we hit?
Plane.
What? I wonder if we can hit 400 likes. I know I don't. Can we do it? Can we do it, guys? Hey, at least we're matching the likes are matching the views. Hey,
Hey,
you did it.
want to catch this message from Hard Bros 2021. Now I want an acoustic version of their albums from Made in Japan to Unseen World. Yeah, that would be a lot of work for them, but it would be really cool.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
I think they'll do it. I think they will do it, because I don't know. Does anybody know exactly how many people were watching
I don't know.
the live stream?
I know. A lot.
Thank you, Alan.
There's not a lot of statistics on BAND-MAID and how popular they actually are.
No, that's not.
Well,
Because
we know there's at least 500,000. At least.
Right. Oh, is that their YouTube subscriber
I mean, they're what are they at, like 440, almost 500? I'll round up to 500,000.
Either way, it's so much lower than it should be.
Yeah.
500,000 is a lot of freaking people.
Yeah, there's some bigger bands that have less,
Yeah.
but they get more views on their videos though.
Yeah, so I mean, 500,000 that's nothing.
More dedication, I think, to the fan.
Yeah,
Right.
It doesn't matter about it doesn't really matter about the number. It just matters how much of the number engages with them. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
think
Absolutely.
BAND-MAID, like you were just saying, Levi, like comparing to other bands that might have 2 million subscribers, how many of those 2 million are actually engaged with the band on a full extent? You know what I mean? Where I think with BAND-MAID, yes, they're at the 500,000 subscribers, but they have a lot more engagement with their fans.
Right. The people that are subscribed to them actually pay attention as opposed to subscribe and just
Oh yeah.
and then
We
move
gotta
on.
We gotta give Japan credit for that too, because a lot of Japanese bands, they have created, you have Baby Metal also, that has a high engagement with their fans also. BAND-MAID has a high engagement, Maximum Hormone high engagement, So like there's a lot of bands over there compared to like the US. It's kind of crazy because I could think of a lot of big US bands that just they don't get that amount of engagement, but they have big numbers,
Yeah.
But
Well, I think old Mr. B's talked about this. Someone has, but there's such a difference in the ego you see in American bands versus Japanese bands and other bands from around the world. There's no ego in most Japanese bands because they have such a respect for the music. And I mean, I don't want to paint with a broad brush here, but I just feel like I haven't seen this before in a band with. It's not about ego. It's not about trying to look awesome. It's just about creating great music and fostering a great relationship with your fan base.
What is it for
I think it's
decades
hard.
and decades to when you're popular in the US, you were groomed by music companies and managers saying you're the best, you deserve this, we're going to give you $1 million to make this. So you get put on this pedestal just for them to screw you over, basically, if they could, as opposed to these bands who are really fighting like to do it themselves, especially now. It's the environment we're in right now, coupled with their different the way they live their lives too is just altogether different. As far as respect
BAND-MAID is unique too, though. BAND-MAID's unique because they don't, but there is bands in Japan that do have the ego. They're just a lot less vocal about it. I think it's more under the scenes where like you can just, because there is a lot of Japanese bands that we've been reacting to that are not together and who knows what happened, or what I mean. So I'm sure it exists, but in the US is more out there, Yeah,
well, record companies in the UK, some of them I've got Japanese artists, like there's one in the UK, and I reacted to it and they told me to take it down. Because of a bunch of, well, I'm not saying, but I mean, because I did email them, oh, we don't do that. Oh no, I'm only advertising you and the band, So it's supporting you. I don't make money from it. It's like free advertisement. Okay, if you want to straight away. So I did it. I did as he said. I just went. I thought, no, be nice. I just said thank you for letting me know. I'll take it down. So I did. And then I can't repeat what I said after that to myself.
Yeah, I think like Ryan was saying, the industry has changed so much too. From like, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but Axl Rose, showing up late to concerts and really not respecting the fans.
I mean,
and
how
just
many
the contrast between that and what we see now, where bands actually really value their fans.
Drugs.
The Axl Rose thing is surprising to me because how did people not know that was going to happen with him from like the get-go? If you see all the stuff that happened since the beginning, it's not really that surprising.
No, and they'd still do it. They'd still get tours booked. They'd still headline huge concerts, and they would still do the same shit every time.
People love drama, though. They love the excitement.
So that was the industry, yeah.
I don't know. I love how the music industry is now, actually, even because like before, like I would never be able to get people to listen to my music.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And now, like with YouTube and doing this stuff and discovering music, I feel like I have way more people that enjoy my music over the world. Rather, me playing gigs in El Paso, people at shows, because we're a weird band. We were a weird band. We were playing your hardcore metalcore stuff. We played a mix of clean and metal, and people would be like, it's too soft, or it's not heavy enough, or, oh, that's weird, why would you do that? So like, that's what I've been loving about this whole journey of like discovering these Japanese bands, is that like, oh, I found a place where like even the music that I write actually fits in a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's what I really love about Japanese music. That's why we have so many reactions to bands from Japan, because we really love the music. It's really close to the style that we write, so I think I'm biased when it comes to that realm of things. But that's really cool for like or like Wave, where he's doing his one-man band stuff. Probably couldn't do that like 10-15 years ago,
Oh yeah.
where we all had to go struggle with trying to find members, and now we're like, want to be a dick? Fine. Bye.
As annoying as YouTube can be, you really gotta appreciate the platform, like the opportunity that it does create.
There's way more good than bad.
I think you're setting me up here now, aren't you? So I go, well, back in my day, we can.
People can shit on YouTube all they want, but there's still more good than bad with YouTube. When it comes to music.
Very true.
Okay, you guys talk about YouTube for a sec. I gotta pee.
What I was gonna say. But yeah, so I think as far as that as an outlet, that's why I love YouTube when it comes to thing. That's why I'm so obsessed with it, because it's helped us as a band, where like before we couldn't do anything, and I've toured many times and it's always trash. So, but it's just me.
It's so much better. Why has he gone for a pee? I haven't even had my dinner, if you like, my food, because of this. So that's not right. If I've got to sit,
if you gotta go, man, go.
No, I'm not going.
I got a bucket under me. So
no, I don't mean toilet.
It's a pee bottle.
Yeah,
I've already like pissed like 8 times. You guys even know.
Right, I eat around about, if you like,
you have
5
a catheter.
o'clock. Yeah, right. It's now 5:30, so obviously I usually cook it, whatever, So, and he's done that. He has the cheek to go for a pee, and I've not had me. He said, "Oh dear," but it doesn't matter. No, it's I don't mind. I mean, I do things like this because of like I do the interviews with the Japanese bands and things. 9 hours difference, like 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever I do. It doesn't matter. I'm old. Don't need food, do you really? Because you're getting near the grave, so it don't matter. But yeah, no, it's this whole thing is good. I mean, it's like BAND-MAID, without a doubt, is something else. There isn't another band like, hey, you shouldn't have gone.
Hey, Wave.
You missed everything.
Can you hear? Can Wave hear?
1 sec.
Man, hey, man, you have a nice healthy stream, dude.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
What'd you say?
You have a nice healthy stream, dude.
You shouldn't have gone.
We can
What
hear.
happened?
Well,
you have a nice healthy stream. Like your stream sounds healthy.
Oh, thank you. I drink a lot of water.
Oh no, I meant the stream, like on YouTube.
Yeah, and I said you shouldn't have gone, because here's me. I normally eat about 5 o'clock. It's now 5:30. I've still got to cook it. I'm still here, and I've not moved. Wuss.
Yeah, I know.
So are you guys planning on doing any more BAND-MAID covers in the future? Wave or Ryan?
I am, yeah.
Which ones are you guys do next?
I'm gonna sing them all in Japanese too. No, I'm not doing it.
I pay a lot for to hear that.
I would like to. The one thing I've done was a lot different than the original, and that was cool to experiment with. But I think for me, I don't see a point in doing them the same way. And there's a lot of covers out there where it's done the same way. But Wave does, which is amazing, doing the whole thing himself. I'm not going to do that because I can't. So I'd like to do more and put a different spin on it. But
always good, I think.
Yeah, it's a neat way to just. I learned so much. Even you can talk about the music and talk about how they play. When you try and break down a song and play it, as was mentioned before, with the acoustic and other recordings, when you try and take just the guitar it's usually not enough to kind of get the whole song. Even with their studio stuff, you need all of it there to sound like that. So when you got to figure it out to like a solo acoustic thing, you have to take parts of everything. Oftentimes it's Meats' bass part that you have to kind of thread through all of it to get it to sound like the song.
Which song do you think, which song's been rolling in your mind that you've been thinking about that you want to do next?
Dude, I want to play Daydreaming so freaking bad, but I don't know how to do it without the vocals.
You could do the vocals in lead form.
Yeah.
I always enjoy those. Do some octave chords, some leads to pull it off.
Right.
All
right, man.
I think that'd be cool.
True.
Yeah.
Might have to do that, sir. I'll give you credit on that. I've thought about that. I'm like, would it be good enough? So yeah, that's
I think those are amazing. People that can do that, I think it shows because that shows that you're really trying to express what she's doing melodically through the guitar. I think people will love it and appreciate it a lot. What about you, Wade?
Right on.
Like you were talking about before with like learning a guitar solo, as long as you hit those really standout moments within your arrangement, have the same soul and feel, but be a completely new thing.
But with Konami, every moment in her solo is a standout moment, Wade.
and Misa's bass and everything. Yeah. I'd say that's a really good question. I don't have anything in the works right now, but there's a lot of songs that every time I listen to them, I'm like, I really want to make a cover of this. But
what's one that's been at top of mind?
I'd say I would like to make a full I would like to make a full cover of Blooming, since I did a bass and guitar cover of it, and then I just kind of stopped because I got busy with other stuff. But that one, I really like the arrangement on that. Pretty much anything from Unseen World, I'd love to make a cover of.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I don't have any specific plans yet.
Those are good choices, guys. Daydream, Blooming.
What's fucked up is I could probably come closer to covering the drums on one of their songs than the bass. And I can't even come close on the drums.
I would love to play the bass I think I might do that for the next car. I might do the bass and have someone else.
For me, the bass part was the hardest thing to learn,
really?
Especially on Blooming.
Why is that?
Well, yeah, because it changes constantly. Like, it doesn't repeat as much as the guitar or the drums do. Although the drums are a lot harder too.
Yeah.
Just because they're so insane.
I love it when things change. I love it when things change a lot. It actually helps me. I have an issue, but that's why I write progressive music. But I love progressive stuff. So like for me, the more changes, the easier it is for me to memorize. I don't know why. This is why I write progressive music. It's just
I'm like a blues guy, so if it changes more than once, I'm done.
I love that we have so many different perspectives here. All right, speaking of which, let's bring it back. There's 3 more things, and these ones should be pretty easy to comment on. So, let's start with Ohrenje this time. What did you think of the venue and outfits?
I talked a bit about that at the beginnings. This is the first thing we see. The first thing we see is the venue and the clothes. So it's very surprising, as we are all used to watch their show on darker venues, inside buildings with only lights on them, and of course they're made of outfits, so it stands out a lot. And I think it makes the show better for me.
Yeah. I would agree with you. Just being able to see everything clearly.
It was really, really clear.
Especially facial expressions. I already mentioned it, but just being able to see their faces clearly, because you can tell they're really feeling their music as they play it. All right, let's go back to Ryan, and we'll do the same order as before now.
Yeah, the appearance of everything. It was, well, hearing them say they're going to wear normal clothes, then they were wearing what they're wearing. I'm like, that's not normal.
I agree with that.
I think translation, maybe it was be like they're not wearing the maid uniforms as opposed to wearing normal clothes. But whatever, it was very nice. It was, it is different seeing them without their, the hair is usually the same. Whatever, it was all different. It was just it kind of went with the whole atmosphere. Like they changed the music drastically. They changed the look drastically. So it kind of helped you. I don't know if they were wearing their regular outfits and they played that, it would have been even more weird, I think.
Yeah.
Still would have been awesome, but it was just it kind of complemented the whole environment. Being able to see everything clearly was awesome. So I don't know. I did think it's cool to hear that it was in a Psyche what she put on Instagram where she's talking about the outfits. She actually was thinking about Star Wars. So all the Obi-Wan Konami things, they're like
Obi-Wan Konami.
Oh, the Obi-Wan Konami, yeah.
Someone sent me this edit. Speaking of like BAND-MAID and pop culture, someone sent me this edit of that scene from Back to the Future. Yeah, who made that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I don't know, but that was awesome.
I think, it's someone on I think it's someone on Reddit, and he's on my Discord too.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was very funny.
If anyone in the chat knows who made that, shout them out. So
yeah, tell them to head over to Mear Reacts Discord.
It was hilarious. It was that scene from Back to the Future where Marty's playing guitar on stage, and the guy's like, "Here's that new sound you've been looking for." Instead of Marty, it's Konami.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then that dance she's doing at the end when the sound cuts out.
Everybody stops and she's just like waving her arms around.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Awesome.
We'll have to definitely.
It's HMS. HMS. The name is HMS on my Discord.
Oh, cool! Shout out to HMS for that. We should,
and
if I can remember, I'll put a link to it in the.
Yeah, he's not on Ryan Discord, so it's okay. So it's good.
He won't remember.
No,
he won't put a link in.
It's okay.
All right, now we're on to Levi. Venue and outfits. What did you think?
The lighting and camera. That's what did it for me. Just being able to see everything clearly was really cool. I think the camera guy, whoever's ever filming that, they touched on a lot of cool parts on that. In the right timing, I felt like nothing was missed.
Yeah. I liked how even though there was natural light pouring in from the windows, they still had artificial lighting to get like the back.
Yeah, multiple angles. I felt like maybe there was like 5 or 6 cameras there because they just kept switching angles from left to right and doing some panning, and it was really cool.
And the cameramen were playing off of the lighting to get like a nice lens flare behind their heads and stuff.
Yeah, the camera guys were well hidden too, because you can see them but not much of the time.
Yeah, I think I only caught a camera guy once.
Yeah, I think I saw like 2 or 3 times, but it's really well done. Yeah,
I saw it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, 5 times. Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me.
I didn't even notice, and I've seen it 5 times.
All right, old Mr. B, what about you? Venue outfit.
What made the change was because normally when they film it, it's like from down below the stage, isn't it? As though you're in the audience looking up.
Yeah.
Now it's
close,
high level.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, high level, close and personal, and it just improved it so much. You weren't expecting me to say that, were you? No.
I thought you were going to say everything again.
Yeah, but, and that's what made it, made it different. And of course, all the way, sod the light. Who cares about the light? Just, the filming it. That's it. Close up, personal, lot better. And it's been the same height, shall we say?
I'll say without the light, it would be pretty hard to see them.
True.
Oh no, come on!
They would shine.
No, you get it's like one of things. The light was shines. Oh, this is fantastic. Take that away. Yes, it's light.
400 likes, Alan.
How much light can you break down to get to what you're there? I mean, apparently the light was flowing in, wasn't it? I mean, I didn't see buckets of it.
No, it was perfect.
Yeah, wasn't it getting darker towards the end? It was like overcast.
Yeah, it was getting towards the dusk.
Because of where they were. And the angle of the building, with if you like, with light coming in from both sides and everything. That's what, that all helps. But I mean, they've all got flipping studio lights, haven't they, if they want to use them? But what I'm saying was, it's nice to be the same level.
Yeah. even during Miku's set, like the camera was more above her, which you don't see in
Yeah,
the live shows.
that's right.
Like she was
Normally, because
just a friend sitting there
yeah,
playing
it's
guitar.
like being at the gig, isn't it? Yeah, the way they normally film it. Yeah, all
Yeah.
looking up. But no, it was really, really done. And the way they dressed, well, dressed better than me.
Making fun of Miku's glitter.
I mean,
Yeah.
no fancy about me at all. You know what I mean? And and I really don't like to see my face in the camera. Really, I get a shock every morning when I look in the bloody mirror, don't I? But yeah, all in all, really, it was really done really well.
All right, Alan, it's your turn.
What was the question? I was in the chat. I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate that.
Hey guys, thanks for the 400 likes. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you guys.
There we go.
All right. The question was, what did you think of the venue and outfits?
I think I mentioned it when I said like that open space in the venue with the windows. Like I said before, it just creates an amazing atmosphere that allows them to play. I could give two shits about the outfits. I really don't care. But I just enjoyed the music. The music sounded awesome. I don't know. It didn't throw me off that they were in regular outfits. I know people are saying about the maid. I don't really care about that. In my opinion, it does make it easier for me in the future if I want to do a cover. I don't have to wear maid, but
just wear some red pajamas.
I can wear like something a lot less casual, a little less makeup. All right, I'm not doing that shit for a while. I think the next cover will be a little normal as Dicodec can get, but yeah, no, like the outfits were cool. I didn't really care about the outfits. I thought the venue was perfect. It's a great way. It's a great atmosphere to perform in, like I mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these questions seem to sort of repeat themselves, but in different ways.
Yeah.
All right, Orange, what did you think of the venue and outfits?
I've already said it.
Oh, did I start with you?
Yeah. I was the one.
Oh, that's right.
You went first. Yeah. Cool.
All right, sweet. Well, one more thing here. Miku's growth. Or I guess
what you mean by like
Miku.
whiskers?
I know. I was like, what? Did she get taller?
As an artist.
As a musician.
As a musician, yeah.
How about all of their growth as musicians?
Yeah, absolutely, all of them.
I don't know about everyone.
I think Miku is the one who's got more than the others, because the others were already insane at the beginning, and Miku has to learn guitar and sing properly.
There's no denying that when Miku,
I don't know.
She was holding a guitar and not playing for a while.
Yeah,
there's no denying that she has grown the most as a rock star.
It was really awesome to see her.
If you're talking about as a rock star, I don't agree with her being grown as the most musician, because Konami writes, right? Majority of songs, and her writing has tremendously improved, in my opinion. Like,
oh yeah,
it's light years ahead of from where they started. I understand what you guys are saying about Miku.
Well, there's so many different aspects you can talk about, but just as a musician, like think of her as a studio musician, playing someone else's work. She's definitely improved the most as a musician. Going from
she plays
beginner
some pretty
to holding up with a almost prog rock band, Sorry, what were you saying, Ryan?
I agree. Well, I was just going to say it was really cool to see her do the lead vocal and the guitar, and that by herself. I thought that was unexpected but welcome. And to Konami's credit, she does the majority of the writing. They all collaborate on it, but seeing her from doing just kind of power chords and a lot of early stuff to now she's covering a lot more complicated chords and structures and singing on top of it, taking in some little lead stuff here and there. It's awesome seeing someone grow like that and be so proud about it, so happy about it. Yeah. It makes it better for everybody, And the fact that Konami just doesn't care how good she is, she just writes what she writes and here, do it. She's like, okay, I'll do it. She does it.
Yeah. That set. But speaking about Miku, just that set she did with Saiki and Akane, where she was the only guitar. and held up so well. Just watching that after knowing that she really didn't know how to play guitar when the band started, that's just so mind-blowing that it was such a solid performance on guitar. But okay, now let's open it up to talking about the whole band, if that's cool with everyone.
Yep.
All right, Alan, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off earlier.
Huh? Oh, no, you're good.
Did you want to talk about Konami?
I don't remember what I think I said what I was saying.
Okay, cool.
I just think all of them improved pretty significantly. We could say, yeah, she started from like not knowing guitar to being able to play with the band. But also I think all of them have moved up pretty incrementally. Actually, Misa, though, she seems like she's been at the same high level.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can you say about Misa?
I would say because I think people forget how tight Akane's drums have become. Listening, because we did album reviews of the first ones, and I was noticing with her drums, like those are also significantly better. Like, I don't know, just she's so much better than the first two albums, or what I've heard so far. You know, if you go listen to Thrill, listen to the drums on Thrill. That's a really good example, because that beat's actually a little tricky in itself. It is, but just the way that she plays now, you can hear more confidence and feel in her playing. That's just so much better in comparison. And I kind of wonder what would happen if they took some of like the Conquer album and re-recorded it or something like that with how they are now, and kind of curious of how more of a feel or how much more connection they could put into the album than they did. Because that's why I'm really excited about seeing them live, because I already know the live performance is going to be better probably than the actual albums, because now that they're better musicians, they have a better feel of things. They have all these years behind them together. That's why their live performances are just going to keep sounding better and better. And it could be a reason why this acoustic show was so phenomenal, is because, hey, this is the end result after however many years, 10 years now or something of them playing together, or
10 next year.
Yeah, 10 next year. So, I mean, that's normally when bands hit into the prime, and then that's where like bigger shit happens, you know? So, and they're already almost there anyways. So, but I think that's all I was going to say.
I hope we get something wrote from Misa, like a Konami roll from Misa. I think that's the next step for her. What else can, you know, she's so talented in her instrument that where do you go from there?
Well, and now that Akane and Misa are singing, maybe, you know, maybe they'll trade off lead once in a while. Who knows?
I was hoping to see Psyche on an acoustic guitar, because she did that on Prime, didn't she?
Yeah, she did guitar and piano.
I was hoping to see something like that in this, but maybe next time.
Yeah,
I was expecting a piano too.
Question in the chat, Jonathan Lane. A few of us have been waiting to hear y'all comment on the question: what would have been the hardest song in the set to transpose over the acoustic arrangement? When Miku was doing her two songs, and time ended, and a lot of whoever watched it, they saw me go, "Wait, are they gonna do Sonic Adori?" No fucking way! Like, because that song is so goddamn crazy, and they changed it a lot, because, you know, I was like, they can't do as crazy as it was. But no, they changed it a lot and made its own thing, but it's still, you know, the vocal melody is, that alone is enough to make it that song, but just blew my mind. You know
your chord progressions, the stuff, the music, guys, like, you can do it. Like, no matter how technical or crazy it is, unless it's like complete prog, then that's where it gets really fucking tricky. Well, luckily, a lot of their strong structures are very, like, they're normally in a chord progression, even when they're being technical. Mm-hmm. So I think that part really lended to them when they went and transposed a lot of it, you know?
I'd say the hardest part with that would be just settling on what you're actually going to play, because there's an astronomical amount of things you could play, but deciding what you're actually going to play.
Very well said.
Around the chord progression is the hard part.
Yep. I want to see him do. I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Black Hole.
Well, for me,
Black Hole. I was about to say Black Hole.
Yeah, Black Hole. Yeah.
That's right. You read my mind, right? Yeah, Black. There you go.
Too.
There's one.
I'd say for me, Manners was the most surprising because just how stripped down it was. Just
that was
Konami on
great.
guitar and Psyche on vocals.
Yeah.
Would have
Fully.
never expected them to break it down so much.
Yeah, Gary Holloway asked me, he says, what do you think they will do acoustically? I went, Manners.
Really?
Yes. And because I was chatting him on the phone and that's what I said. I just seemed to know they were going to do that one. But
Did you expect it to be just Psyche and Konami for that?
no. But here's the thing. Right, we're all missing the real point here, aren't we? If it wasn't for one person having a dream and making it come true, none of this would be here today. And I'm just so grateful I'm still alive to see all this.
That's awesome.
And because I'm not knocking on Bob Dylan's door, I tell you, it doesn't exist. But
We're glad you're here too.
and to me, it's phenomenal. I mean, we all say about how she's getting better, but for that little person, she made it all happen. And the amount of advertising and the way she promotes the band and everything else, she deserves a medal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
and she's absolutely awesome. And I've never known a band like this, never. And they're always straight talking with each other. A lot of people don't like that, but that's how they get on. That's why there's no quibbling, I think, because they talk so straight to each other. It's been said. They don't go around the streets or the houses or whatever you want to say.
Beat around the bush.
Yeah, that's it. No, no, I don't say that one.
Okay.
Because Bush has got two meanings.
Hey, quit it.
But you know what I mean. That's what's made this all happen, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And, she's absolutely brilliant, and the way she's picked the guitar up. What age did she start at? And you think about other people, what age we started at, and how quick she's progressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not even I mean, for her to be able to be such a strong presence in the band even before that, it just shows her charisma is what really it's what the other members of the band needed to be a successful band, is Miku's charisma and smart business sense and just
like I said, she could sell sand to the Arabs. She's that good. And even if you don't understand her, she's funny as well. She's she's world class. Well, the band's world class. We know this, and I will be writing to them if they do not come to the UK.
You tell them.
And I will. I will be.
Tell them to come to Europe too.
And Europe. Yeah, but not just to blooming London. Forget London. People up north have got too far to travel. Come on, go to the middle of the country, where everybody can got equal. Well, apart from me, I'm only 20 minutes away from the nearest. They can go to Birmingham Arena. It holds loads of people. And if they did something like that, they would get more people than just going to these places in London. We got bigger and better places. Fucking London, full of Southerners. I'm gonna get slammed for this.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, the different venues that every time a band comes over, they always go to London just because it's the capital.
Oh,
right?
Gotcha.
Well, to the capital. We got just as good things in the Midlands, you see, and it's easier for people from Scotland, let's say, to come down and meet in the middle instead of they're not doing Scotland, so they've got to travel all the way down. But they could do London, Birmingham, Manchester, and Scotland, and that'll take them. They could do that in each day. It's only a little drive, They
could just come to the States and just do Indiana. It'd be the same as doing the UK.
Yeah. Oh, where was it?
Just Indiana.
I measured what I worked out one side. It's as long as the UK. I don't think I forget what side it was, but yeah. But hey up, my name's coming up a bit here. I've been on the chat. I knew I have to say something.
Old Mr. Beat around the bush, Gary says.
All right. Well,
Old Trafford, right? That's Manchester football ground. Yes, and Newcastle. Yeah, see, you see what I mean? They're all further up north. You bloody Londoners.
When I took my pee break, wow, my voice just cracked.
Let's hear about it.
Pee break, Rosie was like, "You should think about not doing that really loud, obnoxious cough laugh." And I was like, "I'm not doing it on purpose." Anyway, now I'm really self-conscious about it, and I keep doing it. So I'm sorry to everyone for that.
Nobody was thinking about it till you brought it up.
Yeah, I never even noticed you cough laugh.
I know, me too. I was like, "What?" I didn't do it on purpose, and now I'm thinking about it. Anyway, well, we've been going for over 2 hours. Do you guys want to say anything else before we conclude, or final thoughts, or did everyone answer the last question?
I've made Doc Loco's day apparently.
That's awesome. He probably knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I know. It's like we do talk a different language: sidewalk, pavement, Caribbean, aluminum, aluminium, tomatoes, and all that. See, I can speak 2 languages. Did you see? You didn't know that, did you?
I think that was like 3 or 4, man. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Aluminium doesn't even exist. Oh, here we go.
Don't worry.
Oh no.
Aluminum, it doesn't matter. I understand both. Because I've got relations in Canada. I've been to Canada a few times. Near Toronto, not Toronto. It's Toronto. But yeah, so and Chicago, been there. Oh yeah, Buffalo. Don't go, folks. Don't go.
Which
small town in the US. Don't you know it?
Buffalo, New York.
There's a Buffalo, Minnesota.
It's down near Niagara Falls.
Oh
yeah, it's
New York.
Yeah, you go. It's Buffalo, but it's not. It's a town in 2 halves. You drive down one side, the houses are boarding up, and cars are driving by with bullet holes in them.
Well, that's big compared to my town.
And then you cross over the crossroads, and then it's all normal. To the side. Mine, that was a while ago, so it's probably changed since then. But
it's got more bullet holes.
But yeah, I know it's because you see, we don't have guns here. Yeah, we don't need them. We have water pistols. but no, it's all good. I mean, what would we have done without BAND-MAID? How would we have survived COVID?
Right. It changed my life, I'll tell you that much.
They have been so active, during COVID as well.
Yeah, made the best of it. Even after getting their big concert canceled.
Budokan.
Where was that?
Budokan.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I'm a northerner and I speak my mind. Actually, no, new Mr. E. I'm Midlands. I'm in the Midlands. I'm not up north there. I'm not up north. I'm a Midlander. So I'm just explaining where I'm from. The Midlands. Nice. So I'm in the middle of the country. Although, like I say, this is just like one state, isn't it? England to you.
Like size-wise?
Yeah.
Well, I drove thousands of miles or kilometers, if you like, in Canada. I never got out of Ontario. So,
right.
I know how big it is.
Oh, Canada's massive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
But
nice.
yeah, it's you know, I've got relations over there. You see, that's why I've been. Auntie, uncle, cousins, and whatever, you know.
In Canada.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. That's why I went for three weeks in winter to see some snow.
Yeah, you'll find it there.
Oh, I did. Yeah, proper snow. Yeah, it was good. But yeah, you know, and I mean, this is what I say. These lovely ladies got me through COVID.
Yeah.
Without
Well,
a doubt.
and look how many people they get together into a community. Like none of us would know each other if not for their
Very
music
true.
and their work.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and not just us six, but everyone here. Like the whole
Yeah,
community is so
Yeah.
you know, rabid for BAND-MAID and respectful, and
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
It was great. They changed. I said before, they changed my life, and not, you know, not what I do day to day as far as work goes, but as far as, you know, they've opened more people to seeing me and me conning them into listening to my music. And, but yeah, the people I met all over the world, it's just it's a cool thing. So I'll always be appreciative of the band just for being there, let alone their insane musical talents.
Yeah.
So it's just a very cool thing.
They've definitely changed my musical perspective. Just like the way I go into writing stuff now, I think about it differently.
Hell
and,
yeah.
like, what would Konami do with this? You know?
Yeah. I tried that once with Misa writing a bass line. It was just like, does not compute. So I just played the chord. I just played the chord notes. Whatever.
Me too. She just mixes it up so much.
It's not, you can go off and play in the scale or whatever relative scale, but she's all, like you said, it's something different every time. It's like, I can't even.
Yeah. Up and down the neck.
So there's the accuracy of going up and down the neck at 100 miles an hour and hitting the 13th fret down to the fucking second fret for like a note and coming back. And then the fact that it changes every time the next time around, that's what gets me there.
All right. Well, does anyone have any final thoughts before we wrap up here?
Just want to say I appreciate all of you. And
yeah, this has been great.
Same here.
Yep. Something like this needs to happen again, I think.
Yeah, let's do this again.
Yes,
absolutely.
100%. Yes. We'll
Thank you, Orange, for helping to put this together.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, thanks a lot, man. It was very cool.
And thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Even if it was last minute for some of you, I really appreciate you making the time.
Orange is from Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Oh yeah, I nailed it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup, Orange.
Authentic.
De rien, Ryan.
Okay.
Okay.
One bust now. All right. Well, yeah, I hope we can do this again.
Yeah.
You know, like I was talking about with the community, it's so cool that all of our different channels can be friendly and you know, not, well, you know, some parts of the YouTube community can be really really intense, but I love this little slice of the community where we're all friends and get along.
Keep this in mind, guys. All the BAND-MAID fans, don't be a dick.
It's not a competition. It's a community. You know, we're not rivals. We're all here for the same reason.
Yeah.
Remember, as a fan, you can ruin the band for someone else with your actions.
True.
Felt this firsthand. So, you know, if somebody doesn't like the band, don't shit on them. Give them time.
Right.
You know, that's one thing I always have to say, because I was not a fan in the beginning, and you know, I could have taken some of those comments really bad out in the beginning, and then I would have never listened to BAND-MAID furthermore. You know what I mean? I became a fan way later. You guys probably were more fans than I am until later. Mine was a little later afterwards, but saying like that, like, give people a chance. If there is other people doing reactions and they're not a big fan of them, don't shit on them for it. Everyone has their own.
No.
Give them an opportunity to listen to more music. It's really hard to judge a band off of one song. That's why we kept doing the reactions. And look at what happened. I ended up liking them. So keep
yeah.
that in mind, because not everyone will be stubborn like me. They might see your comments and be like, well, I'm not listening anymore. Instead, suggest new songs for them to check out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, the comments don't bother me because I'm old and thick-skinned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just saying for other people, just remember, like, that's
oh no, I won't.
the number one way to scare away new fans is to leave them toxic comments after they.
Oh, never do. Oh, don't do that. I haven't got time for that. For, you know, I'd sooner. I mean,
it's a good point.
It's there's no point. There's no point in commenting if you haven't got anything decent to say, is there?
Yeah, because you gotta remember that there's a couple bands, you know, at first listen to them like, you know, and then but after like the third, fourth song, like, I really love this. You know, I really appreciate it afterwards. So,
Yeah, that happened to me as well. But I didn't like, you know, I will never, if I don't like something, I won't slag it off. I'll explain why it's not for me. You know.
Yeah. There's lots of stuff I don't like that takes incredible skill to do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
What I was trying to do is not say this band sucks. Like, it's not my thing. But
in my case, it's getting up in the morning.
yeah, one of my favorite Japanese bands is Maximum Hormone, and I know a lot of people are not fans of them as much. And
I love them.
And I understand why, but you know, it's right up my alley. So,
yeah, it took me a while to get to them, and once I did, I loved it. And I'm like, well, this is like a lot of stuff I don't like, but I like them for some reason.
When,
I'm just
when
so happy to hear it, man.
Rosie heard me listening to Sume Sume Sume. She was like, "What the heck are you listening to?"
That is my son.
I've been in that situation.
Yeah.
Now I dragged him in on the cover.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
she's
what's
been
going
hearing
on.
it a lot. All right. Well, this has been a blast. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wrap it up.
Yep.
Just during this, I've had 3 comments saying, make videos, please.
Nice. Yes, I agree. But yeah, I think that's where we'll wrap it up. I'm terrible at knowing how to end a stream. So
Right. All right.
been
Thank you
fun
very
hanging
much.
out.
Press the
Thank
thing
you.
that says
guys,
end.
stay awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
See you guys in your
It's
comment
your
section.
boy.
Yeah, see you on Mear chord, right?
Yeah.
Mear
Yes.
It's got end written on it.
Hey,
Discord.
Wave, there's a button where it says end.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Oh, there it
It's
is.
all gonna go to
By
black.
the way, just before we end,
Oh,
just
God.
so everyone knows, there's links to everyone's channels in the description to this video. So
Make sure you check out Wave's Patreon so you can support him further if you like conversations like this.
thanks, Alan.
Right?
The best advertiser ever.
I know.
He's even better than Ryan on my server.
All right. Yeah, and same to all of these guys. Go support them. Go subscribe to their channels, everything like that.
Maybe I'll make a video.
Yes. We
Maybe.
can get Levi to make another video. All right. Thank you all. Talk to you next time.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks,
Thanks,
Wade.
everybody.
Thanks, Orange.
Thanks.
And
Alan,
button.
Levi.
And button.